Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Syntegrator, and here is another one of my parts videos. This time we're going to talk about the faders. The faders from a Juno 106. Now these are unobtainium, and the reason they're unobtainium is because they ain't made no mo, which means you cannot buy them readily from any parts manufacturer. Unlike these tact switches, which, as you know from my other video where I show you guys which part number it is, and if you're curious, all you have to do is search this channel for Juno 106 part, and it will come up. So let's not have any questions in the comments asking what are the part numbers. You can find them easily. You'll have to use this search thing. I know it's tricky, but anyway, don't mind me, I'm being a jerk. These tact switches are easily replaced. They're brand new, and they're currently being made, so no big deal. But these sliders, and the 4-position switch, well, let's put it this way. The sliders are made out of unobtainium, and the 4-position switch is made out of a rare isotope of unobtainium called impossibilium. So you can't really find either of them very readily. So what we do, of course, is we take our panels, and this is one that I've pulled from a board, which doesn't have all of its sliders removed, and we take them off like this, and we rebuild them. And I've basically explained to you that rebuilding them removes all of the gunk inside, and at the same time gives you a chance to relubricate them. And this is an example of one that's been basically rebuilt, and again, it was in decent shape to begin with, and as you can see from this panel board, this is just freshly pulled. These are not that bad, and in fact you might get away with saying, okay, well, this guy's actually had a relatively good life indoors in good conditions, and in which case really all you do is just maybe re-oil them using deoxit again, CAIG Industries, CAIG Industries. They're distributed by HOSA, H-O-S-A, and you can get them from music stores, and you can buy them online. And they have fader lube and a fader cleaner that you can purchase, and it's a little bit more expensive than buying just the standard stuff from the hardware store, but it's specially formulated for faders. So I use both the fader cleaner, and I also use the fader lube, which is a form of oil that comes in a little squeeze bottle with a little metal pipe on the end, so that's kind of handy. And again, you can just simply lubricate them, or if they're a little bit further gone, then you take them off and you rebuild them using the technique that I showed you on my other video, which you can again find through searching, where I dismantle and rebuild. But sometimes you run into a board like this one, and as you can see, it's got blue LEDs in it. It's been through some mod processes, but more importantly, these sliders here, as you can see, are dirty and somewhat corroded, and they've never been oiled, and when you push them they kind of make a grinding noise, and that's not good. When you get to this point, you're now looking at trying to find replacement faders, and usually, of course, we go online and get one from a 106 that had died. But there's an alternative. And I'm doing the slow reveal on these because these are absolutely brand new. Actually, these are new old stock. And that's what they call NOS, N-O-S, N-O-S, new old stock. These are the exact fader as used by Roland back in the day. And they have never been installed. They've basically been sitting in a warehouse, I guess, for 30 years, and they are available in a limited number, but they are available. So as you can probably imagine, they might be a bit pricey, and here's where you can get them. This is the source, analogia.pl. Our friend Maciek in Poland has managed to source a limited supply. And now, if you're not familiar with analogia.pl, then this is one of the websites. And the other website, of course, is their Facebook site. So that's Facebook.com/analogia.pl. And you can go there if you want to follow them. But Maciek at Analogia has agreed. I've been talking with him because, as you know, I do an awful lot of Juno 106 rebuilding. Now that we're doing Kiwi 106 upgrades all over the place, then things are getting exciting about restoring Juno 106s to factory condition and at the same time enhancing them with the new brains. Because we're into that, I want to be able to share with you ways that you can do the same for yours. Now, getting the upgrade is one thing, but obviously you're going to want to do things like strip the chips, again, another one of my videos, and you can strip the chips, socket the chips, again, one of my videos, all covered. You can repin the chips, those that work, and you can even replace the chips with these ones, which are new. They're not new old stock. These are newly manufactured replacement. And these ones are done by Analog Renaissance, and I'll get in them in just a second. Let's talk about these faders. I'm digressing because I don't have a script. So here we are, new old stock sliders from analogia.pl. You can get a set of these. You're going to need 16 of them to redo your panel. And again, that does not include the HPF switch. The HPF switch, the 4-position guy, he is impossibilium. And right now we don't have a new old stock source of these. And if we did find them, I think they'd probably be really expensive. They'd probably be like $75 each or something insane like that. However, that said, you can get a set of 16 from Analogia for the amount of, and again, it's not cheap, guys, $275 US. And that may seem extreme, but it's basically 14 US, and then he's including some tax, and he's other stuff like that. But that is the rate. So if you actually have a panel that you want to rebuild completely with new old stock faders for that absolute creamy, beautiful feel, and for smooth editing, then you can do this. And this is the state of the art as far as it stands. There are some other alternatives. Some of the guys selling new faders that will fit electrically and footprint wise, and we'll be getting into those in another video. But right now, this is what I wanted to talk to you about, is analogia.pl. $275 will get you a set of 16. So bear that in mind. Now let's get back to this Analog Renaissance. Haven't really talked a whole lot about them. You've seen me do some installation in the past, and this is of course the Analog Renaissance website, which is analogrenaissance.com. It's a bit sparse, this website, a bit text-based, but you will get where you want to go if you go there. He has a buy 6, pay for 5 policy on these chips. So if you want to get a set of 6 like I did, you are looking at 200 euros. And then 8 euros postage. So because he is in, I believe, Belgium. Been a while since I ordered from him. The man's name, well, I'm not going to give you the man's name. You just have to go through the website at Analog Renaissance and make your order. And basically he does a PayPal email back, and he says here, if you are interested, just sales@analogrenaissance.com. And you have to be aware of all of the rules before you go through. He's very, very careful. But here they are. And as you can see, they're 40 euros each. And he'll sell you 6 of them for the price of 5. So that's 200 euros. And if you did the conversion, it works out roughly the same. About 275 bucks. So realistically, here's what you're looking at. 275 for a brand new set of filter chips. And 275 for a brand new set of faders. But there you go. That will complement your Kiwi 106 beautifully. And yeah, so that's basically where we're standing right now. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Shoot me some comments down to the comment section. And I'm always happy to hear positive, friendly feedback from positive, friendly people. So we'll see you all next time. Syntegrator out.